Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Adhish. Welcome. Um, Hello and welcome. Welcome, Adhish. Thanks for the subscription. Morning, Tifty. So if you're free, possibly you can join me, Adish and Tifty. Okay. So I'm just trying to share my live stream through the Facebook. Hang on a moment, please. Where is my Facebook ID? Hello, Said. Welcome. This you will get 2 lessons free, and after that, if you think that you need to continue, then then you have to pay the subscription. First 2 lessons is free, Adish. Hi, Sai. Thank you very much for the subscription. If you are interested, guys, please hop on Sai, Tifty, Adish, everyone. So welcome on saying, guys. If you don't hop on, there is no way you can talk to me. It's better for you to hop on. Adhish, first 2 lessons are free of course, and after that, if you think that it will be better for you, you may continue. In that case, you need to pay subscription fees. And nobody's hopping on. Adish, you're asking Sai to hop on. Why you're not hopping on? This is my question. Your parents are near you. That's why you can't join. Okay. But you're losing on lesson. All right. So if it is a free trial lessons, today it should be 1 and you'll get another 1. However, it's after you, whatever you want to do. Okay, welcome everyone. It's grammar and phonetics lesson. It's Sunday night here in the UK and our local time is 9 p.m, which is the UK time. And this is another subscriber lesson. And as you can see, there is a story and we're going to learn grammar from there and some basic sounds as you go through reading. Please bear in mind that the best way to develop your pronunciation or accent, I shouldn't say accent, the sound, is by practicing with the correct stress and intonation on the word. Remember, guys, English language is for many of us is a second or third language. It's better to practice in the correct way, the correct stress and the correct intonation. So what is stress and intonation, guys? So when our voice goes up and down, we call them intonation. Like if my voice is going up, that is high intonation. If my voice goes down, that is falling intonation. Okay, and if my voice is straight, like hello, how are you? It's not going anywhere, it's same, monotonous. It is called monotonous or same intonation. But factual matter is that when you talk, our voice always goes up and down. We always fluctuate like a rhythm, like a wave. And that is the natural way of talking. Remember that, guys. We must talk naturally. You don't have to develop any accent, but it's better to know the pronunciation techniques and how you can present yourself. Okay. So this story is based on present tense, present simple or present indefinite. In many Asian countries it is called. Please remember that we should start in tense, and that really helps us understand and develop our grammar knowledge. Grammar is really an important part of future of English learning because it helps us how we can write correct English, proper English, as well as how we can communicate and speak with other people. Okay, so this topic is very easy peasy. As you can see, it's called Carly's family. Okay. Family. Okay, guys. So it is not family, it is families. R is a bit diphthong. There is a diphthong sound. So family. It's a noun. It's a collective noun. And as you understand, the meaning of family is that related to each other in one group of people, like father, mother. It could be a grandfather, grandmother, sister, or if they have more than one brother, brothers or sisters. Okay, so we all, this group of people, we all together make family. Okay, so Carly's family, today's topic, and it's based on present simple or present indefinite tense. Carly has a large family. Here's one catch, guys. You know, the word large, why we don't pronounce R in British IPA. Please remember that in British IPA, we do not pronounce R when the R is the third alphabet, I mean third letter, fourth letter, or the last letter of an English word. And as you can see in large, the word large, there is R sound, which is in the third place. So it is not large. Large is the American way to say it. It's large because I tried to follow British IPA, British pronunciation techniques. Carly has a large family. She lives with 4 people. Similarly, 4. Okay? 4 is American, 4 is British English. because R is replaced by the vowel sound. And British English is non-rhotic, which means that we do not pronounce R sound in many places. So amazingly, these are two words: large, full. All right. And as I go through and reading, I'll just try to explain. Carly has a large family. She lives with 4 people, also 2 pets. I'm sure you know the meaning of pets, like animals like cat, dog, and these are called pets. Carly's mom is a doctor. Carly's mom works at the hospital. This word work, W-R-K. Okay, in American English it is work. R sound is there, R sound, not O sound, it's R sound, wa. But in British English it is work. We don't pronounce R in this case. So the rule is that if there is a vowel sound after R, generally we pronounce in British English. But if there is a consonant sound, we do not pronounce it. Like in work, there is K, so it should be work. Okay? And also, if the R is at the end of any spelling, we don't pronounce it at all. So it is full, large, work. So Candy's mom works at the hospital. Kali's mom helps people who are sick. And I'm sure you know all this meaning, though these are basic English. Sick means not well or ill, you can say. Kali's dad walks, yeah. Again, guys, I have to show you now because the work has been repeated twice, how it is pronounced, okay. Work. Well, let me show you. It is work. R sound, but longer sound. You can see that Phonetics, it is R sound, R. Okay, British IPA. Work. And work. So when you're developing in pronunciation, you need to decide which kind of pronunciation you like to follow. Is it American one or the British one? Then follow accordingly. So work. And work. Okay, so Khalid works at home. Khalid's dad cooks for the family. That means Khalid's dad is a very good cook. Khalid's dad drives the kids to soccer practice. So in America, football is called soccer. Okay. Similarly, not soccer, it's soccer. And British IPA and American IPA is soccer. Carly has 2 brothers. James is 10 years old. Scott is 14 years old. Carly has 2 pets. Jinx is a small black cat. Diego is a large brown dog. Carly loves her family. That's a very short story. Easy peasy. So, as you might be aware that this story has explained all the present simple or simple present or present indefinite tense in many places of Asia called. It's called present indefinite in many Asian countries. and we will discuss what is present simple. Okay, what is present simple? Okay. Oh. So guys, present simple is generally a simple tense in present, which always describes the base form of the verb. Like I work in London. She goes home. So in another way, simple is those words when we express our daily activities on a routine basis, which are like our repetitive words, like I sleep at night, I watch TV, okay, they brush their teeth, uh, do you play football, and you see, and others act like I go to my workplace every, okay. Then another example is that uh, they don't want to come here, for example, okay. So it's a negative sentence or negative in present tense. So please bear in mind that present tense in first person, second person, and third person, there are three types of subjects, guys. Remember that tense is always related to few other grammar rules, and person is one of them. So there's first person, second person, and third person once again. And I'm sure you know that first person singular noun is I, and first person plural number is we. Second person singular and plural both you. And third person singular is except I and we, everything and anything in this world which has got one single meaning is third person singular number, like he, she, any person's name like Rahat, Ali, James, John, Boris Johnson, Joe Biden, okay, and any country's name like England, UK, Asia is a continent, obviously. These are third person singular numbers. So as you can see, singular number means single, which is meaning one. Okay, and plural number is more than one. So if I explain for the third person singular number in present simple, like Rita likes watching TV, Joanna likes sewing machine. Okay, so these are some of the examples. So in the story of Curly's family, as you can see, these words are all in present simple. Like Curly has a large family. She lives with 4 people. Curly has 2 pairs. Curly's mom is a doctor. Curly's mom works at the hospital. Curly's mom helps the people who are sick. Curly's dad works at home. Curly's dad cooks for the family. Curly's dad drives the kids in soccer practice. So as you can see, all this pattern are present simple, like Curly's dad cooks for family. Now, there are many people in the world who cook for the family. It doesn't matter whether it's husband or wife, male or female. Okay? And the second sentence, if you watch it, she lives with people. Now, if you take this pattern that I live with 2 people, you live with 3 people, she lives with 4 people. And if you want to make it a interrogative, like do you live with someone else, or do you live by yourself, do you live alone? You see, there are many ways you can make it in an interrogative question as well. And the third sentence, Carly has two pets. So this is another present simple example. So if you want to make it a negative, that's very easy. You have to use a not. Carly does not have two pets. Okay. And if you want to make it a question, interrogative, has Carly have two pets? Okay. So these are some of the ways you can always, from the same sentence, you can make it negative, you can make it interrogative, you can make negative interrogative, both together. All right, so next one is Carly's mom is a doctor. If you want to make it negative, Carly's mom is not a doctor. And if you want to make it interrogative, is Carly's mom a doctor? Then you can answer yes or no. Yes, she's a doctor. Yes, no, she's not. Then Carly's mom works at the hospital. Okay, as you can see, it's another present simple. And if you want to make it negative, Carly's mom does not work at the hospital. Okay, Carly's mom helps poor people who are sick. Now, if you want to make it negative, Carly's mom doesn't help poor people who are sick. Likewise, Carly's dad works at home. Carly's dad doesn't work at home. Carly's dad cooks for the family. Carly's dad doesn't cook for the family. I'm making it negative, this third paragraph. Carly's dad drives the kids to soccer place. Carly's dad doesn't drive the kids to soccer place. Now, if you want to make it interrogative, Carly's mom is a doctor. Is Carly's mom a doctor? Now, look at the intonation. When we are asking question, our intonation or tone always goes up. We call it higher intonation. Okay. Remember, that is very natural to take your intonation high when you're asking questions. So this is the way you can explain each and every sentence. Now let's move to the questions. Question number 1. How many people are in Carly's family? So guys, from the question and the story, you can see that Carly's, in the first paragraph, it says Carly has a large family. She lives with 4 people. Carly has 2 pets. So if you think and consider how many people are in Carly's family. So Carly lives with 4 people. That means Carly has parents, father and mother. And also, if you go down scrolling, Carly has 2 more brothers. So father, mother, and 2 brother makes all the family with a big family. So Carly lives with Carly's family. There are 5 people, because 4 members and Carly. Okay, so question number 2. Carly's mom works at the restaurant, mall, hospital. You can see from the paragraph 2, Carly's mom is a doctor. So the doctor generally should be working in a hospital. And that's the right answer. Kali's mom was hospital. Kali's mom helps people who are sick. Now you can answer Kali's mom works at the hospital. Where do you work? That's my question to you. Do you also work in a hospital? I do work in a hospital, but if you ask someone else, they might say, no, I work in a private company, as in, or you can say I work in a company as a office receptionist. Okay, or you can say I work in a company in the marketing department. You can say I work as a software engineer or programmer or developer. Okay, so these are the answers of these questions. Where do you work? Then you explain it. I work for a private company. All right. So Kali's mom works at the hospital because she's a doctor, and doctor should work at the hospital. Okay. And Kali's mom doesn't work at the restaurant or mall. Okay. So I remember that. You need to be careful about choosing your answer. This passage is mostly about Kali's family, pets, soccer team. What do you think, that guy? So this passage is mostly about Kali's family. Which of the following is most likely true? Kali's mom coaches the soccer team. James is the best soccer player in the family. Jinx and Diego are the part of Kali's family. Do you know who is Jinx or Diego? Let's go back to the story. Kali has two pets. Jinx is a small black cat. Diego is a large brown dog. So as you can see, Jinx and Diego are the two panels of Kali's family. And in the Western countries, pets are also treated as a family member. So Kali's mom coaches soccer team. That's wrong. James is the best soccer player in the family. It's not mentioned. See, Jinx and Diego are part of the family. Yes, so that is the answer. Jinx and Diego, two pet animals. Question 5. The oldest brother in Kali's family is? Okay. Kali two brothers, if you can read this paragraph. Kali has two brothers. James is 10 years old. Scott 14 years old. So as you can see, Scott is 14 years old, which means Scott is older than James. And Jinx is a small black cat. Diego is large brown dog. Okay. Jinx. Question 5. The oldest brother in Kali's family is Scott. So the oldest brother of Kali's family is Scott. Scott is 14 years old. Okay. Now, how is a family? The same as Kali's family. How is it different? Explain. So there's a reading comprehension exercise, guys. It's really amazing. Okay, so guys, let me bring some other information. I'll be back in a moment, guys. I'm trying to find out lesson information. Where is it? Okay, so let's move on to describe. Tense. So the concept of tense is related to time. If you remember, I always explain. So there are always three types of times, in our lives. One is the time that has gone out. We call it past tense. The time at the moment, we call it present tense. The time that hasn't come yet, we call it future tense. So, okay. So you say one of the amazing dialects of an English movie, past is history, future is mystery, present is the gift. That's why it is called present tense. Okay, so future tense. So present tense, past tense, future tense. And each tense has 4 sections: indefinite or simple, continuous or progressive, perfect, perfect, continuous or progressive. Okay, so if you remember, the paragraph we read earlier was in present tense. And when you learn tense, we must understand few other person, first person, second person, third person, number, singular, plural, gender, male, female, and also article. A and D. And also you have to know verb, especially regular, irregular. As you can see on the screen, regular verbs are those verbs that do not change in the base form in past tense and past participle. And irregular verbs always change in past tense and participle as well. So what are regular verbs? As I've said, say pick, picked, picked, a regular verb, because the main verb pick is there. In the past tense we have added ed. In the past participle we have also added another pick, picked, picked. Help, helped, helped. Ask, asked, asked. So accept, accepted, accepted. Help, helped, helped. So why do you bring these examples? Because many times it's a bit difficult to pronounce these words in past form. So asked, I heard many people says ask, ask, ask. Similarly helped, picked. Okay, and realized, realized. You see the real spelling with S is British spelling. So these are regular verbs. The irregular verbs are go, went, gone, do, did, done, come, came, come, become, became, become. Now read, read, read. See, though they are spelled similar way, but in past tense it's read, and past participle it is read as well. Then cart, cart, cart. Lead, lead, lead. Then dream, dreamed, dreamed. Learn, learned, learned. Okay. So other, regular verbs are dreamed. It could be T and it could be D. Learned. It could be D. It could be T. And in the UK, there is a famous university called University of Reading, not reading. Remember, reading is verb, reading is noun. Okay. So what will you do? What would do? We would study together when school finished. No? We would study together when school finished. Using would. All right. Okay. This is the basic form. Would you mind? Yeah. Okay. Let us see this structure. Simple and infinite. Subject, present form of the verb. I work, you work, they work, he works. Okay, now we have to remember that many times we use present simple meaning future, like the train arrives tomorrow at 7:30. Okay, and I class with teacher Rahat in the next Saturday, for example. Okay, it is always an important and understandable matter that if you know the grammar rules, it will be easier for you to make sentences and practice it. Please remember that when you practice, it gives you motivation, it gives you confidence level, it increases your strength of understanding, it helps develop more. Okay, so it's always better to practice in the correct way. Now in the present simple, if you want to make negative, generally we bring do not and does not. After first and second person, we write do not, does not, and plural number. For example, I do not play football. You do not play football. They do not play football. But he does not play football. Why we have used es after the verb? We have to remember if it's a negative sentence in present indefinite or simple, we use do not or does not. Okay, so do not play football, for example. Okay, now if you want to make it interrogative, like you want to book For example, it's simple in if you're present simple. So in present simple or present infinitive, there is one subject, one present form of the verb, and there may be object or there may not be object. Like you want to book. For example, if you want to make it negative, you don't or you do not want to book. Hello Manjesh, welcome. Thanks for the subscription. Would you like to join? Let me know. I've invited you, Manjesh. I think he must be busy. Okay, so you didn't want to book. You want to book. We're making, so statement or declaration sentence or positive sentence. A negative sentence, you don't want to book. And if you want to make it interrogative, do you want to book? Thanks for the subscription mention. Like, do you want to book? Do you want to book? So why in the present simple or indefinite, we always bring do, does. Okay, when you're making a interrogative questions. Does she wants a book, for example? She wants a book. She doesn't want to book. Okay, negative, if you remember. We said she does not to book. But we're going to make it interrogative. Does she want to book? All right, so now negative interrogative. Doesn't she want to book? Now, if you want to make a tag question, she wants to book, doesn't she? So as you can see from the one sentence, we have made quite a few different kinds of sentences depending on the context and the pattern. So please remember, this is the rules of grammar that teach us how we can make clear, logical, understanding and meaningful sentences. Okay, and also we can use different kinds of verbs to change the sentence, and you can make thousands of sentences, honestly. All right, so that is all about present simple. Now present simple meaning future. Okay, we also use present simple in other simple explanation, like with am, like I am a student. Okay, I'm not a student, as I said. Sometimes I go to the cinema. Some of the examples, okay? Sometimes I don't go to the cinema. So these are some examples. Yeah, like I work, you work, they work, he works. Okay. I'm trying to find out. So present simple for future meaning. Like I sleep, I watch TV, I drive a car, you take a taxi, you cook, you walk. He, she, Mariam. Let me complete, it's not complete. Walks. Singular. He, she, Mariam. It. Teachers, children, students, singular, plural. Third person, verb, SNES. So he walks. She eats an ice cream. Ice cream, orange, elephant, honest degree. They eat ice cream. Okay, guys. So we use present simple meaning future. Before that, there is countable and uncountable nouns, articles as well. We can discuss some other terms. Right. Color. Hang on a second. Where is this going? About 5 minutes. Okay. Simple present for future events. The simple present or present simple or indefinite is used to make statements about events at a time later than now. When the statements are based on the present facts, when the facts are something fixed like a timetable, schedule, calendar. Examples: the plane arrives at 1800 hours tomorrow. So it is a 24-hour clock, guys. So 1800 means 6 o'clock in the evening. She has a yoga class tomorrow morning. The restaurant opens at 1939 tonight. Next Thursday at 1400 hours, there is an English exam. The plane leaves in 10 minutes. The class starts tomorrow. They arrive this Saturday. I join your lessons every day. Every summer you visit London. Every winter they go on holiday in Paris. Look, these are repetitive things, but we use present simple and future meaning. Okay, guys. So that's the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much, everyone who have subscribed, and those people. I suggest if you subscribe to lesson, you better hop on, because if it is a free lessons, you'll get 2 lessons freely, and after that, if you want to continue, you have to subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. You take care and bye. Remember to practice every day, which is very important. Whatever you learn from a teacher or a student or any other source like books, or internet, it is your responsibility to practice. It is your primary duty to learn yourself. Keep some time at home. As a teacher, I can give you some instructions or guidelines, but it's your duty to apply those things, whatever you have learned from me. Also, remember that the English, language you're teaching, you're learning, will not grow and develop within a short time. It will take time, because it's a second language. Okay, it's not your mother tongue, not my mother tongue either. But by practicing a lot, you can develop, you can reach to your goal. That's why make a plan, focus on the plan, make a schedule to practice every day those 4 more features: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Join someone else's live class, join teacher's live class, practice at home. And if there is any mistake, if there is any issues, always ask the teacher whom you have subscribed. Okay, thank you very much. You take care. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.